Welcome to today's lesson on comparing whole numbers. Today I'm going to teach you how to compare whole numbers up to the millions place. Let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and compare the numbers 8,342 and let's compare it to 765. Okay, our first step when comparing two numbers is to line up the ones place. So this is our ones place right here, and it's the furthest number to the right in a whole number. So we have 8,342 and 765. Now, even though 8,342 is a longer number than 765, it doesn't matter because we can still line up our ones place to compare these numbers. Are you ready for step 2? Let's go. So now that we've lined up our ones place for step 1, for step 2, we're going to start all the way over here in the left-hand column, and we're going to compare the place value furthest to the left, because that is our largest place value. So we're going to compare this 8, which is in the thousands place, to the thousands place in this number. Now, since 765 has no number in the thousands place, we can go ahead and fill that in with a 0. And that means that our top number is the larger number because it has 8 in the thousands place, and our bottom number has a 0 in the thousands place, which means 8,342 has more than 765. So let's review our steps again. Step 1, you line up the ones place. Step 2, look all the way to the furthest place value to the left to compare the numbers. And step 3, you're going to compare that place value to decide which number is larger. Now that we have decided which number is larger, we need to write this down. So we're going to say that 8,342 is greater than 765. So let's look at this symbol right here, this greater than symbol. The greater than symbol has the larger number on the larger opening of the side and has the smaller number on the smaller opening of the side. So we could also write this as 765 is less than, with a smaller part at the smaller number, 8,342. With the larger number on the larger side. Are you ready to practice a few problems? Let's see if you can compare 903 with the number 910. All right, step 1, make sure that the ones places are lined up. Step 2, go all the way to the left and compare the numbers in that place value. Since 9 and 9 have an equal value, we're going to move to our next place value over and compare the tens place. We have a 0 in the tens place, and we have a 1 in the tens place. Since 1 is greater than 0, that means that 910 is the larger number. So now we can compare these two numbers. We can say that 910 is greater than 903. And we know that this is the greater than symbol because the larger side is pointing to the larger number. Do you want to try another practice problem? Let's do one together. Can you compare 21,205,362? And you're going to compare this number to 20,599,999. Those are some pretty big numbers. Step 1, line up the ones place. Step 2, go all the way over to the furthest number to the left, and we're in the 10 millions place. Now, since 2 has the same value in both numbers, we're going to move over to the next place value and compare the millions place. And since 1 is greater than 0, that means that our top number is the larger number. So we can write this as 20 $21,599,999 is less than 21,205,362. Great work! I'm going to write two numbers, and I want you to compare them and tell me which one is greater. Let's compare 50,196 to 7,999. All right, do you remember our steps? Step 1, you have to line up the ones place of each number. So we're going to write down 50,196, and then we're going to list 7,999. And we're making sure that these ones places are lined up. All right, our next step, go all the way to the furthest number to the left. Now we have a 5 in the 10,000s place, but we don't have anything in the place value for this bottom number, so we can put a 0 here. So we can compare 5 to 0. Since 5 is greater than 0, that means that our top number is the largest number. So we can write this as 50,196 is greater than 7,999. Let's review what you've learned in today's lesson. When you're comparing two numbers, the first step that you need to take is lining up the ones place. And this is going to allow you to compare each place value. So as you can see, we have the ones place lined up. Step 2, go all the way to the left-hand side to the largest place value to start comparing. Since we have a 1 in the thousands place here, but we don't have anything in that thousands place for this number, we can put a 0 as a placeholder. And now we can compare and see that 1 is greater than 0, which means that 1,232 is the larger number. And finally, we're going to write this out and say that 1,232 is greater than 529. And we know that this is the greater than side because this is the larger side with a larger number. And the smaller side has the smaller number.